Before the video starts, I like to give a shout out to Bilibili Comics. Bilibili is a web comic site on different types of manhwas and web novels. They have quite a bit of selection of them to choose from many being action, adventure, fantasy, romance, and drama. I'm currently reading that of Tales of Demons and Gods, and also Post-Apocalyptic Dispatch Company, which are pretty good stories in their own right. If you guys want to check out the site, the link would be in the description below for not just the site, but also for Android and iPhones as well. Enough said, time to get into the what if. Sup guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Trained by All the Shonen Jump protagonists. This is part 15. And the last part, after defeating, Todoroki and also all the other matches going somewhat similar but different from canon, and even defeating Ida, his match began Bakugo started. As the two began going all out against one another, Izuku decided to use his Dying Will Flame mode, with Bakugo also channeling at least 10% of One For All full surge throughout his body, with the two finally getting serious. Well, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? As the two finally escape from their deadlock, they began going all out on one another, with Izuku hitting Bakugo with tons of kicks and punches while flying in the air, repelling himself forward with his flames, as Bakugo does the same thing using its explosions. However, he doesn't really use any kicks and just use his explosions powered by One For All instead. With soon one explosion coming close to Izuku, sending him backwards again. But he soon adjusted himself by spinning around and then channeling his flames through his glove, as he soon says, "Zen Barrage!" as tons of fire Dying Will Flame orbs began sent flying into the air, with Bakugo soon saying, "What are you aiming, Deku?" With soon Izuku smiling saying, "You." With then many of the orbs locking on to Bakugo, with one was about to hit him, as another one as he continues dodging by spinning around and then soon sending backwards before getting hit by one of the orbs and then pelted by another before tons of fiery explosions began pelting his body, as he soon sent back to the ground saying, "Ha, how you like that, Kachan? It's a technique I've been working on with the Dying Will Flames." So, had enough yet? As Izuku says this while still hovering in the air, using both his hands to thrust him forward and stabilized in the air, with Bakugo still getting pissed and struggling to stand up from that attack. He soon couldn't help but smile seeing this, as Izuku even noticed this, saying, "Don't make me laugh, Deku. I'm still not done yet," before channeling full surge once more. And then, for a split second, he looked like a blur to many people, but not to Izuku, as he can see him coming straight at him, with Izuku going straight at him as well, with soon blasting himself forward at Bakugo. With then the two clash once more. However, Bakugo clashes with Izuku's knee, and Izuku clashes with Bakugo's elbow, with then the two reaching for each other, as Izuku reaches for Bakugo using his right hand, and Bakugo doing the same with his, as they both grabbed each other's faces, with Izuku's face being muffled alongside Bakugo, with Izuku screaming out, "Zen Cannon!" and Bakugo screaming out, "Die!" with an explosion to Izuku's face, and a fiery blast in Bakugo's face. The two were sent back to the arena ground, with everyone seeing this saying, "Damn, both of them are going all out against each other. If anything, it almost seems like they're going out for blood." With soon a couple students in Class 1A being comment saying, "Damn, they're like demons in a way. It's hard to even tell on who to root for now." With soon Kirishima saying, "I'll root for both of them. They're true mans going all out on each other. Sure, Midoriya's still holding back, but I can tell he's giving it his all." With soon Ochako and even Momo were hoping for Izuku to win internally, with Izuku standing back up, still in hyper dying wheel mode, as he can't help but smile and begins laughing, with Bakugo also standing back up, smiling too, with that of an evil grin, with Izuku saying, "You really are strong, Kachan. I'll give you that. If anything, I am truly honored that you have one for all." With Bakugo saying, "Personally, I originally hated the fact that you told All Might to give me one for all. But now that I think about it, I don't think I'd be able to handle you. Even with half of your power basically limited, to beat you like this. So now, I'll show you my strength by upping it up a notch." As soon, orange lightning began crackling all over Bakugo, as he soon kicked one for all up to at least 20%, his limit, with Izuku saying, "Guess there's no chance. I gotta end this quick as well." But then Izuku basically sent flying, saying, "I let my will show my true strength. Let I, a member of the Vangolio family, show my true willpower." As then his glove begins to change shape, as it almost looks that of a gauntlet claw, as it begins erupting flames from the back. But soon, Bakugo, who was already in the air, begins spinning around over and over again, before turning into that of a flaming, exploding tornado. As soon, Izuku was about to strike, before something in his mind says, "Don't let him attack you." Saying, "Wait, what? Don't let him use that explosion. If you do, he's going to regret it." Saying, wait, this voice. This is Yusa. My Zanpakuto, what are you? If you care about the damn brat, don't let him use it. Saying, "Kachan, don't use that explosion. Wait." As then the two began to clash, as Izuku decided to basically go over his limit and decided to enhance his dying will flames with his Nen and Cosmo, rushing at Bakugo 10 times more power, with 10 times more speed and power than he would with just his dying will flames. With then Bakugo taking the full front of the metal flaming glove, as then Izuku screams out, "Zen Incineration!" As then the flames began becoming even more bigger around the metal claw glove, as soon Izuku sent a powerful blast straight at Bakugo at full force, with then Bakugo was sent flying straight into the wall of the arena, as he also began spitting up a little bit of blood in the process. With soon everyone see this, as many of their jaws were dropped. As for Izuku, he's breathing heavily, trying his best to catch his breath, as he activates his Nen and Cosmo without even thinking and without even preparing his body, as it felt more of that of a reflex in a way, with him clenching onto his chest saying, damn it, what the hell was that? Of all the times, why did Yusa talk to me in the middle of a fight and told me not for Kachan to use that explosion? But soon, Midnight was still reeling from that attack and began saying, Bakugo is out of bounds, and the winner of this year's UA Sports Festival for the first years is Izuku Midoriya. As everyone heard this, they began to cheer immensely for the green-haired teen, as he couldn't help but smile as he began thinking, I did it. I really did it. I guess that's it. But I should go check on Kachan. As soon he walks to Bakugo, who was still in the arena wall, as he soon pulls him out with a little blood dripping down Bakugo's mouth, saying, sorry about that, Kachan. It looks like I put a lot more power into it. As soon as he begins saying this, he begins thinking, wait, what the hell? As he looks at Bakugo's arms, as it looks like they're bleeding in a way. As not only that, he can tell that there are certain fractures in his arms too. They're not completely broken, but still, as he begins thinking, why are his bones fractured and his skin is bleeding? I remember him saying that his quirk allowed him to handle at least 20%. So what's going on? As soon, Izuku soon snaps out of it, as a couple of the medical buds of the sports festival finally take Bakugo to the infirmary. As Izuku allows this, was soon, Izuku began thinking, what's going on? I mean, I might have put a lot of power behind that, but instead his body should be more burnt. I held back on the flames, but I focused more on the blast instead, so I wouldn't burn Kachan. And yet, the blast shouldn't have been able to, cause any fractures. It would have put him out of commission, but still, not to that degree. What's happening? As Izuku is still kind of confused. Before leaving to head to the stands, as everybody in Class 1A comes to Izuku, with many of them being Tokoyami saying, well done, Midoriya. Truly magnificent fights between you and Bakugo. With soon Mineta saying, dude, I knew you were a monster, but I didn't think Bakugo would be equal enough to handle you. I thought for sure Todoroki was the only person that could do that. And that's rare. Before you soon basically hitting Mineta on the back of the head, saying, don't run salt in a wound against Todoroki, Mineta. As soon Shoto saying, Midoriya, I have to say thank you for the match. Even though I lost, I saved it, Todoroki. I appreciate that you're able to find yourself and that you were able to go all out. That's all I could ask for. And also thank you for congratulating me. With soon Shoto nodding and giving off that of a gentle smirk. With soon Kirishima-san says, so what about Bakugo? With Izuku saying he's heading to the infirmary now. I think Recovery Girl's looking at him. So you guys can have the chance to go see him if you feel like it. With soon Kirishima, Sero, and Mina went to go see on their partner from the second event, Cavalry Battle. With soon Izuku noticed that Ida is in there. With soon Ochako saying, Ida left. He said he had a family emergency, so he wouldn't be able to cheer for you and stay for this award ceremony. With soon Momo saying, it's weird. It seemed like he was in a real hurry. I mean, it must have been truly worrying if he left that quickly. As Izuku saying, I got a bad feeling about this. But right now, I need to go talk to All Might. But soon Izuku saying, thanks, guys. I'll head down to the award ceremony as soon as possible. but I need to go speak to somebody before then. So can you excuse me? But soon, Izuku leaving his classmates with soon Momo and Ochako alongside even Shoto as well, was worried for their green-haired classmate. As Izuku noticed that All Might was heading down to the infirmary, saying, "All Might, hey, I need to talk to you." And saying, "Young Midoriya, there you are. Are you all right? I mean, I know you took a lot of hits from. Never mind me, All Might. We need to speak about Kachan." Saying, what about young Bakugo? I know he's being healed by Recovery Girl, but it's about One for All. I think for some reason it was still putting a strain on Kachan, even though his body is acclimated to 20%. Saying, "What makes you say that?" With soon Izuku explaining what he saw when he tried to help Bakugo out of the wall. With soon, All Might began thinking, that is worrisome. But maybe it's due to the fight? With Izuku soon shaking his head sideways, saying, "No, I made sure to hold back that my flames in my attacks weren't in a lethal way, or in a way that wouldn't break any bones completely. And not only that, those fractures didn't come from outside. It felt more like they were coming from the inside instead." Saying, "From the inside. So, I think it may be due to One for All, but it's just skeptical." And saying, "What makes you think this, young Midoriya?" "Just a hunch." As he keeps the secret that it came from his Zanpakuto, Yusa. As he believes that All Might would probably think he's crazy saying that it came from his spiritual sword that can talk to him whenever it feels like it. As he doesn't really know how All Might would actually take that, even though he has seen some crazy ass shit before that Izuku has done. With soon the award ceremony beginning, as Izuku stands on first place. However, Bakugo, who's pretty cast up and bandaged up too, is on second place with both his arms being cast and having tons of, bandages around his forehead. As Izuku also has bandages around him as well, but not to the same degree as Bakugo. As for third place, that still goes to Tokiyami. As just as usual, All Might would give the medals to each of our 3 finalists, with soon giving praise and advice to all 3 of them. To Tokiyami, he still gives the same one as Canon, that he has a strong quirk and to still believe in himself. With Bakugo, he said that he's truly strong and truly improved, and secretly he would say he's proud that he is his successor after all. With Bakugo getting a little bit embarrassed, saying, "Damn you, All Might, don't say stupid shit like that." With then last being Izuku, as he said that he's glad that Izuku has come this far and is truly this strong, as even though he at first in the entrance exam, he had many people doubt his strength and skill, even though he's shown that he truly earns his spot as the number 1 within UA's first years. With soon ending everything off, the UA Sports Festival with a Plus Ultra. After that, Izuku soon left the arena. However, he was soon stopped by a certain blonde-haired hero, as saying, "Oh shit, I totally forgot." As it being that of an impatient and somewhat annoyed, but also happy Mount Lady, as she's glad that Izuku won the UA Sports Festival, but she's still pretty mad about what happened with Nejire, and she still wants to know about Izuku even more. With soon, Izuku, before anybody could notice, basically grabbed her and disappeared without them seeing her and them together. With that, they basically arrived somewhere close to to still close to UA, but pretty far for anybody seeing them. And she still feels, oh man, I'm still not gonna get used to that, am I? Saying, sorry. And saying, so you better start explaining, Izuku. What the hell really is your quirk, damn it? And saying, okay, fine, Miss Yu, I'll tell you everything. And soon, Izuku began explaining everything about its quirk, and about what it can really do, and about all the other things he can do are not really quirks, but abilities and skills he's learned from other worlds. As soon Yu hears all this, and she's saying, okay, I have a hard time believing any of that. I mean, seriously, a quirk that allows you to travel between dimensions? I mean, for Christ's sakes, you really expect me to? As soon Izuku creates a portal right in front of her, as she's saying, care to step inside? As soon she looks inside and just saying, what the actual hell is this? As Izuku also steps in a little bit and saying, hey, it's a Leaf Village. I haven't been here. I haven't seen this place in years. Wow, it's completely different. Looks more modern now. Saying, you've been here? Saying, yes, I told you. And no, this isn't anywhere in Japan. Have you seen a city like this or a town like this? And she's saying, okay, you got me. I believe you now. As they both step out and Izuku closes it, saying, now you see why I kept this a secret. Look, I understand that you care about me, Miss Yu. But hell, you downright love me, and I feel the same way. However, this quirk must stay a secret between us. Saying, I get it. I truly get it, Izuku. Don't have to explain anymore. With soon saying, thank you. As she's soon saying, but you could have told me sooner. I thought you trusted me more. As saying this, basically hugging Izuku even more, and kind of also feels depressed and disappointed about this. With Izuku saying, I'm sorry, Miss Yu. You're right. I should have trusted you even more. From now on, no more secrets, and I won't be keeping anything from you even more. I promise. After this, you saying, with somewhat tears in her eyes, saying, you really promise? Saying, yeah, I promise. After saying this, he begins blushing and thinking to himself, seriously, for a 22-year-old woman, she is truly adorable when she starts acting like this. As mentally, you begin saying, I got you, Izuku. I know you pretty well now, knowing how you act. Just act adorable and cute, and I get you blushing like crazy. As soon Izuku gets out of the hug, saying, I'll take you back to UA. I'm pretty sure Kamui Woods and Denarns are probably worried about you. Saying, let them wait. Besides, I'd rather spend time with you a little bit more. Saying, the least you could do is probably wait until tomorrow. After all, I did promise I would spend an entire day with you after all. Saying, you bet. As soon as he's saying, even though I got so many other engagements as well. After spending a little bit more time with you, he finally heads back home. He soon gets a message from Ochako saying, hey, Izuku, you said that you promised to actually do anything for me after the sports festival was over as an apology, right? Saying, as he soon messaged saying, yeah, I did, so what do you have in mind? As soon she's saying, how about you and I just hang out tomorrow? Just the two of us, and no one else from our class. As Izuku saying, sure, that would be great. I wouldn't mind one bit. After that, on the other line, Ochako begins giddying like the schoolgirl she is, with also being a little bit embarrassed as well, as saying, I get a chance to go on a date with Deku, even though I did say hanging out, but still, I can make this work. As soon she begins placing a date and time, as then Izuku basically launched that'd be cool. After that, Izuku also got another message, as it being from Kirishima, and asked when he should train him, with Izuku basically saying he'll train him early in the morning. Best to start early than not at all, with soon Kirishima saying, I agree, man. Looking forward to it. What time? With choosing at least 9 o'clock in the morning. Meet him on the outskirt forest of Masafu. With that, Kirishima agrees and ends the messaging. But soon, only one person left. The one person that he doesn't mind spending time with, but the one girl that actually makes him feel uneasy from time to time. And that being Nejire. As he soon messaged her and basically saying that he'll spend time with her tomorrow afternoon. After hearing this, she begins feeling a lot more giddy and a lot more happy to spend time with Izuku, and can't wait and looks forward to it. With that, Izuku basically takes a deep breath and begins thinking, okay, now I can just relax a little bit. With soon, as time goes on and it's finally nighttime, Izuku finally began getting the news about Ingenium, as he had an incoming and a run-in with the hero killer, basically putting him in critical condition. That Izuku was saddened and also more worried about Ida, as then he begins thinking, there's no way Ida would probably get revenge on the hero killer. I'm overthinking things, am I? I mean, it is possible, but he's calm, rash, and reasonable. He wouldn't do this. I know it. I got at least 2 days to relax before I head back to school after the sports festival. So I can probably check on him, or even probably go to hospital and see about him. It only seems natural. After that, Izuku basically heads back into his room and decides to just relax a little bit, wondering, I wonder, what the hell is truly going on this year? First the League of Villains, and now Stain? What's truly going on this year? Villains have never been this active until now. It feels like the universe is just saying that since I got my powers and gotten even stronger, to test me if I'm truly worthy to become this world's #1 hero. And if that's the case, I say, bring it on. After saying this to himself, he soon has his fist into the air while still laying down, as he now has eyes of determination, the eyes to keep moving forward and always overcome the odds no matter what. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. Also, like and subscribe, which really helps out the channel a lot, and I would appreciate it if you guys could share this video as well. Also, check out my Discord and my gaming channel. Links would be in the description below if you feel like checking them out. Just saying. With all that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later, guys.